For the last decade, digital marketing relied on a predictable loop: write articles, optimize for keywords, and rank on search engines. Today, traffic is shifting rapidly from standard search results directly into generative AI answers. This shift requires generative engine optimization, or GEO. Think of it as a convergence of data, where AI engines pull multiple, verified sources into a single, centralized response for the user. The mistake most marketing teams make right now is trying to solve this distribution problem with a drafting solution. They assume that if they buy a faster AI writing tool, their brand will naturally show up in more AI answers. To see why that fails, we have to look closely at two tools often mistakenly compared: Jasper and GeoForge. This stark matrix illustrates the core difference in their baseline design. On the left, Jasper, starting at $59 a month as an AI writing assistant. On the right, GeoForge, starting at $1,250 a month as a geo execution platform. Look at the Jasper column. Its entire architecture is built around rapidly generating brand-consistent content at scale. It acts as an internal co-pilot for your writers. Moving over to GeoForge, the architecture is entirely different. Its purpose is tracking where you appear in AI systems and securing active brand citations to keep you there. If you choose the wrong category of software here, you guarantee one of two outcomes. You will either vastly overpay for an execution platform you don't need, or you will flood your channels with generic content that AI engines completely ignore. To avoid that trap, you have to diagnose your exact bottleneck. The first profile is the production constraint team. You have tight budgets, high output demands, and your primary friction point is simply the speed of drafting and formatting for different channels. The second profile is the visibility-constrained team. You have the budget, but you are actively losing market share because ChatGPT and Google AI overviews are citing your competitors instead of your brand. This split path visualization shows exactly where these unaddressed bottlenecks lead. Path A maps the drafting speed problem straight to a sparse content calendar. Path B maps the visibility problem directly to a ChatGPT window, where a competitor wins the recommendation. Jasper solves the Path A bottleneck. GeoForge solves the Path B bottleneck. The $1,200 gap in monthly pricing is massive. That gap is only mathematically justifiable if you accurately match the software to the specific operational constraint choking your pipeline. Every AI tool relies on a knowledge base. It serves as the brain behind the generated output, dictating what the AI actually knows about your company. Jasper's Pro plan limits its knowledge base to exactly 5 document uploads. It does not ingest audio or recorded calls. The result is highly readable, tonally accurate content that perfectly matches your brand voice guidelines, but relies entirely on publicly available facts, rather than your exclusive internal data. GeoForge handles this through a proprietary ingestion engine called BaseForge. Here is a funnel diagram mapping BaseForge. To feed this system, actively pipe in raw proprietary data: SME interviews, recorded calls, and deep CRM data. The engine processes these inputs, outputting distinct, entity-dense documents marked with citation notes. Notice the heavy operational lift required. You cannot simply upload a PDF and walk away. GeoForge will produce highly unique content that large language models prioritize for citations, but you must be prepared for the massive internal effort required to record, organize, and upload the data that feeds it. If you deploy a pure writing platform, you operate completely blind regarding your actual search performance in AI engines. You can spin up 100 marketing agents inside Jasper to scale your blog output, but the platform provides zero tracking data on whether ChatGPT or Google AI overviews ever mention your brand. This line chart maps a brand's share of voice over 6 months, plotted inside ChatGPT and Google AI overviews. This is GeoForge's core interface. It also tracks a live competitor benchmark line, giving real-time market share comparisons across AI models. But tracking is only half the system. GeoForge uses a tool called SiteForge to actively automate citation outreach and build a verified reference network for your brand across the web. This requires shifting your marketing team's daily workflow. You are no longer following a simple draft and publish schedule. You are running a continuous, aggressive digital PR operation. Writing content is a passive task. Securing AI citations is a measurable, active campaign. We have to address the numbers. Jasper Pro runs $59 per seat per month. GeoForge starts at $1,250 a month to access the platform. On the surface, Jasper offers immediate, obvious ROI. You get drastic cost savings on freelance writers and a massive reduction in the time it takes to draft standard copy. This quadrant chart plots monthly cost against AI search visibility impact. Jasper sits in the low-cost, low-impact quadrant. GeoForge sits in the high-cost, high-impact quadrant. At $2,500 a month, GeoForge offers a managed service tier that expands that point, bringing in a dedicated geostrategist to execute direct CMS publishing. Paying an enterprise-level retainer for GeoForge only makes mathematical sense if capturing real estate in AI search results yields massive, measurable revenue for your specific business. Ultimately, your team is deciding between investing your budget in drafting volume or investing it in digital distribution. This flowchart maps the decision. Start at the top node. What is your primary bottleneck? Your paths branch left to drafting volume and right to AI search visibility. If your friction point is volume, follow the left path. It routes directly to Jasper. Jasper fits perfectly if your monthly tool budget is under $500, you manage multiple writers, and your priority is operational scale and brand consistency. If your bottleneck is search visibility, follow the right path. But notice it stops at a secondary condition. Do you have deep proprietary data ready to ingest? If yes, you route to GeoForge. If no, your directive is to build that data first because the platform will not function properly without it. GeoForge is the right choice if you already possess recorded SME interviews, you need an execution layer to manage citations, and you want to build a defensible moat in AI search. Do not buy GeoForge just to write faster emails, and do not buy Jasper expecting to dominate your share of voice in ChatGPT. Identify the friction in your pipeline, match the tool to the exact bottleneck, and deploy your budget where it actually solves the problem.